Right now at 6, a surge in deadly domestic violence here in Milwaukee County.
The latest tragic incident happening just yesterday when a man shot and killed a woman at a business at 34th and National. Later, as police closed in, that suspect turned the gun on himself. He was taken to a hospital where he was later identified, where he later died. A woman who identified herself as a neighbor of both said they were husband and wife.
Very shocked. It's just very unfortunate. We're very close to both the husband and the wife. We're a close-knit community, so we all know each other. She's lively, she's lovable. She's always there for you. She always makes you laugh. She's great.
The Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office has just identified the victim as 49-year-old Lotta Donson-Nupith. She leaves behind 3 sons. The youngest is just 16 years old.
With cases like that one on the rise, Rebecca KLOPF takes us in depth on the spike and what survivor organizations want everyone to know.
Right now in Wisconsin, someone is killed by domestic violence every 4 days. According to the state's domestic violence report, people of color are dying at a disproportionate rate.
Do people come here actually to get help?
Yeah, all the time.
LEANA Vang is part of the HMONG American Women's Association. She says they look to help all Southeast Asians, especially after a situation like yesterday's, where police say an Asian man killed his wife and then himself.
When there is a tragic story like this that occurred, it hits home for us because these are the work that the HMONG American Women's Association has been really trying to prevent.
Vang says especially for people who are refugees or immigrants, there might be a cultural barrier to getting help. She also sees people who come in who don't understand what they're experiencing in their home is violence, and it's not normal.
There seems to be more values towards men. Right? When there's more values towards men, that means that then there's a lesser value for women, girls, and queer and trans folks, meaning their lives, right?
According to Wisconsin's domestic violence homicide report, 48% of domestic violence deaths are people of color, 52% are white. In Wisconsin, only 13% of the population is a minority. In Milwaukee County, there have been 6 domestic violence deaths so far in July. That's according to the Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office. 3 of those happened this week, including a 19-year-old.
I track data on a daily basis around the state, and what we're seeing is that we can anticipate a domestic violence related death 1 every 4 days. So we're at least 50 so far for the year. The majority of them happened here in Milwaukee due to just urban density.
COURTNEY Olson is part of the Governor's Council on Domestic Violence, tracking deaths. She says there has been a 38% increase in domestic violence-related deaths since the start of the pandemic. Both Olson and Vang say COVID made domestic violence worse, in part because people were forced to stay indoors together. But as the world has opened back up, they say the issues remain.
I think there are a lot of reasons. There's the economic uncertainties. I think there's a lot more guns per household. People acquired more weapons during the pandemic, job losses, family stress. I think all of that speaks to a loss of connection from one another and from available resources.
If you or someone you know needs help, Olson urges you to reach out to domestic violence resources. She says people who connect with domestic violence centers and support systems are more likely to have favorable outcomes, gaining their independence. Reporting in Milwaukee, Rebecca KLOPF, TMJ4 News.
All right, thank you, Rebecca. And if you are in need of help or know someone who is, take out your phone and scan that QR code right there on your screen. It will take you to a list of support resources we've put together for you at tmj4.com.
Right now, it's